Hey guys, so today I just want to let you guys know it's close to be Halloween and I'm going to do something a little different here. So it's a Lara Croft cosplay, which I have to admit I don't know so much about the game. It's just because my kids and my husband play the games and they keep saying, I should try something different than what I've been doing, like a lot of real or true to size clothing design. So today I will explore something a little different. And again, this is new to me, guys. So let's have fun and enjoy how that goes. So I will start with customizing the avatar to have more similar what it looks like as Lara Croft, which is none of it true to size pattern what I normally do. So if we look at her waist here, it's super slim, and her bust here is huge compared to her portion human figure, and you got that idea. So what I'm doing here, so I'm going to customize the avatar. I'm not gonna get as close as she is because again I will use any property that we have in Close 3D. So from here, from either what we have, the fabric, certain part right here we have leather belt and with eyelets and kind of looks like more like a belt buckle but not really. And here the fabric itself kind of knit-ish fabric, and here we have stocking. However, I'm not sure that I'm gonna go get to make stocking, but for sure the dress. So the dress is still in my field of pattern making. Oh, by the way guys, today is raining like crazy. Hopefully the internet does not cut off, so then we can still continue streaming. Okay, back to Lara Croft. Once again I don't know much about it, the game's why, but again my kids and my husband play it, so I thought why not give it a try. And happy Halloween, yay! Halloween is almost here, guys. I do miss those kind of holiday in America. And here, so this week I'm picking, Lara Croft, and next week I'm picking something out about cosplay. I'm not sure 100% yet. Maybe Cinderella, maybe something, I don't know. But so far I think Lara Croft's dress is quite appealing and simple. And I mean the dress structure, it is kind of simple. All it has is lace here and a little bit of chop here for kind of give it a slim look. But at the same time, yeah, it's a little bit more complex with the more like a mandarin back there. Is the next you draft it as like a blazer kind of style, but I will get into it because explaining is not as effective as showing it. So let's cut to close and have fun, guys. And again, if you guys have any question, please leave a comment below the video. I mean, I won't able to read during live streaming or even in the live streaming, but if you leave a comment after the video live streaming done, now I get to read the comment. Okay, so give me a second here. Alright, so let's get to close. And let's close all this. Okay, so first of all, as I mentioned, we are going to let's customize the avatar. So the avatar, by default, I will double click on the avatar there and go to female underscore v2, double click over to open, and I'm going to use simply one of these, the one that I can customize her. So let's see, Naomi. I'm going to thunder. I'm going to double click on her to load. So once again, hope you guys have fun and enjoy your Halloween. Alright, so this is default avatar and I'm going to change a few things here. First of all, her shoe. I think, okay, let's just how about bring the image over. Let's go to rectangle tool and I'm going to type in 61 here for the width, and for the height let's give it 100 and then click on OK here. So I'm going to bring the image over as a texture so we can see it. Okay, first of all let's press on number 2 here, and okay, be sure you're on the right tool, guys. I just made a mistake, so Command and Control Z to get back and go to transform pattern tool. So CLO or some other software that when we do it for a while we kind of get used to certain tool, and for example or CLO is you have to be on the specific tool for that function to work. Okay, so I want to select and drag over that is okay. So let me bring in the texture. I already linked my folder in the library here, so I mean favorite. I'm going to simply kind of drag and drop her onto that, and we want to select this texture right there by default and then click on OK, and let's get that zoom. Use that texture tool there, and then I'm going to kind of make it bigger pretty much. We want it to fit, and that's I'm not sure you guys like enjoy the thunderstorm and stuff. I don't, it scares me, sorry. So it is thunder like crazy. Alright, so there it is. So here I'm going to freeze. Oh, by the way guys, this is one function here that that if we don't like hide the 3D, and when we create any pattern it will be in the way. So if we want to hide in the 3D, we can come over here and then hit on hide 3D pattern. This allows us to work in the 3D. Let's say for example if I press on number 2 here, so it's come number 2, but if I have garment here, garment there, fabric there, fabric here, it won't work as well. So if it happened to you it doesn't work as well, simply you want to hide that 3D pattern there, and now it's not in the way anymore, and you can still see in the 2D pattern. I mean sorry, 2D window. Alright, so this is what we're trying to get to here. So her waist really like slim, and we are going to, so her skin tone, that's about right. Alright, so first of all, why I choose this avatar, if I click on that and come to the property editor, you will see the skin style. It allows you to change. Let's say I want to change the lip color. Okay, so lip color, let's select lip color here and then go with light red. No, that's not that red, that red doesn't look good. And I can change to like normal with the blend mode. So her lip color a little bit darker. Let's change that like dark red. I think one issue here that when we change the color it doesn't appear right away. We have to click on apply and close, and now it's too dark. Ugh. Let's change the blender mode. Okay, I'm gonna get back to normal here. Then it's actually about right, but let's get a little bit lighter, and that's actually better. Alright, so and we will also change the hair as well. We once again will change it as close, but it's not exactly because we're gonna use anything that CLO have to offer. Okay, so we just did the lip, and now let's go with the eyebrow. So her eyebrow is a little bit kind of a little bit brown or reddish. So here eyebrow, let's change that to somewhat okay. So hard light, let's change that to normal, and then change the color here to somewhat, once again, like you can't really see much. Okay, that's a little too red there. Okay, change blend mode, how about that? Multiply. Alright, let's see screen. Ooh, that's not good. I will not change to screen. Okay, it's still kind of red. How about saturation? No, that's not really cool. Oh, average. Average use is good one. Although it is kind of hidden. Fine, let's go with kind of blackish. Like a red but black red. And I'm going to change that to like normal. Okay, I can live with that. That's cute. Alright, so these also allow you to change the cover here, which is underwear. You can change it to nude. However, I don't want to change to nude now, but after we create some sort of dress cover her body, then we will change to nude. Okay, so right now we will, so we have the lip, we have the mouth. So Naomi, okay, eyebrow, I think it's fine, but hey, let's see, lip is good, and hair, and I think hair, skin tone, all good, and then click on OK. Now I'm going to change the hair color here, hair. So go to the avatar folder, then simply double click on that folder and then go to hair. And by the way, guys, I still have a lot of question about how do we get motion from CLO and apply onto the avatar. So I want to show you that motion in a second. So let me get to hair first. So I think I saw one hair that similar, or not exactly, but right here, ponytail. So right there, it looked kind of close to the hair she have from the front. So I can literally live with that. Okay. Alright, so let me press on number 2. And let's go to motion. So once again, you can click on this folder right here to go back to your avatar folder, okay? And then you come over here, you see this motion folder. If you click on that, you can apply any motion onto this avatar, and then you can animate it. So for those who can't find the motion or poses, always go back to the avatar folder right there, okay? So double click on the avatar folder, and then you go to female till, and then you will find size, shoe, pose. And by the way, guys, the last my last, I think a couple weeks ago, about CLO, you can download shoe, you can download hair poses for free from CLO. Go to my channel and check it out, guys. I will also create a video about chill, but right now I have that live video. If you scrub through it, you will see certain section that you can download free, guys. 100 pair of shoes from CLO. Okay, so I will show you the shoe that I have. It's really useful. And let me go back to that image. I believe so. The shoe here she used is like this heel with again, you can use different kind of heel, it doesn't matter, but heel with strap on the ankle. And we have that in CLO shoe, and guys, 100 pair. So I will come over here and then go back to that. So there we go, we change the lip color and we change the hair. Now we're gonna change shoe. let's go to once again avatar and then click on shoe. You can grab the shoe from here. However though, I will go to my shoe that I downloaded from CLO earlier and 100 pairs. Okay, right here. I just click on it and I can change this icon view instead of list view, and I can see it more. Let's expand on that. And here guys, look at this shoe. You can simply double click and apply the shoe just like that. And how cute is that? And let's say, you know, some Lara Croft outfit, you need to dress her with like a army boot. You simply click on the boot and boom, there it is. She wearing this boot. How cool is that? And now we are going to change back, or even this shoe right here. Again, she did not wear a red shoe. However, I can't give her a red shoe. But we're gonna stick with black shoe. This is the one that have heel with this strap on the back heel right there. Alright, so now we are going to get back to changing the avatar. Let's customize the avatar a little. Let's go to avatar and then select avatar editor. Okay, and we're going to, okay, so we kind of hide the avatar, but we can switch between back and forth. Okay, so we're going to create a kind of game character avatar here. It's not realistic at all. So what we're gonna do here, by default we have this avatar side when we first open. I'm going to click right here and then type in, let's say I use the number here 94, then press on the tab key. No worry guys, that does look terrible. However though, I will come down here to waist and I'm going to change the way. So first of all, just a quick tip. So when you first change the avatar, always start with the height and the bust, because if you put any number here and then when you go there and change the height and the bust, it will mess up and you have to do all over again. So if you decide to change the height of the avatar, if the avatar have different heights and you want to change, start from height, bust, and then come down, and then from left to right. Okay, so up, down, left to right. All right, so 94. Now I'm going to change the waist to 60. How about that? Give her super slim. All right, and I'm pressing on the tab key guys. So super slim waist and high waist, let's give her 90 and then press on the tab key. Promise it will get better eventually. And low hip, give her 102. So this is the number that I came with. It's up to you guys. You guys can give her whatever number you want, but again, take a look and see what your avatar looks like here, and you can decide to change further if you want. And for me, that's good for now, because once again, we just want the look. We don't really care about the measurement. If I create a real size pattern, I would focus on the correct side of the pattern or the measurement that I got from the measurement. But for this one, again guys, we're going to just have fun, create some clothing that's represent a game character. So in this case is Lara Croft. Okay, and I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to just click on X here. Okay, so first of all, we are going to also save the avatar, because you know, in case doing a work and then we crash the computer or something, and then we have to have that on file. So if the network cut off and stuff, we want to save them, we can just grab back. We don't have to repeat a work. So I will go to, first of all, let's press on number 2. Always save your avatar in T-pose. Okay, so go to file and then I'm going to select save as and save avatar, and I like to save it in my folder, which is I link to the favorite folder anyway. But so always leave this FV2 underscore name at the end. Okay, so I'm going to type in Lara 2 because I think I did one before, and then navigate to my folder. So desktop, and I have my avatar revise here. Click on that and then select save, and then select save again. So this happened if I somehow delete my avatar by mistake. It's like, oh, that's gone. But hey, let me go to my avatar folder. Click on the avatar folder, and let's see, I'm going to change that to list view. See right here, Lara 2. I'm going to double click on her and then load it onto the workspace. So it's so convenient, guys. Okay, so there it is. Now we have her all the time, just one click. And this is super useful even when you actually, especially when you try to grade your garment. You want to create avatar from size XS to S, or extra small to small, and then to large, however you want. And you want to save them accordingly because, by the way, guys, if you guys want to learn more about grading, I have a grading video in my channel, Encoder Fashion. You can go in there and then type in the search in my channel about grading. You will see how I use this auto grading, which is so useful, guys, in clothes. And for me, grading is like another essential thing that designer like must know, because we want to, let's say, sell it a pattern for a PDF, like people can print from their home machine, from home printer. We want to create, at least 4 or 5 sizes that for them to print them and then cut them and so on. And with clothes auto grading, it's super useful. You don't have to go in and then type in point by point. You just pretty much click a shoe button, auto grading, and it's great. It's amazing. Okay, so as you can see right there, we not get exact, but we get quite close. Let's see, rotate her a little bit. See, her waist is really slim. And let's change the pose a little. Okay, that's how Lara stand. Let's see, we want to, again, I also have avatar post download free from Clo as well. When I say free, I'm really sorry. It's free if you have Clo account. You can download it up to whatever, and Clo official, okay? You go to Clo Connect official, you can download all the free items if you have Clo, if you are a Clo member. So we're gonna go to pose here. So once again, I also have avatar poses, and yeah, get back to that because last video I also talked about how you can change poses from children pose apply onto V2, and male you can apply onto V2 female, which is pretty awesome. Say if I want to apply, let's see, get the one that's kind of close to, and change these to icon view. Just to see a side view. Let's see let's see this one, and click on OK. See guys, so if we look at right here, see got pretty close curve and the slim waist. Again, we can even change to a little more slimmer, a little more buzz, or however you want. And just like I said, it's a few click out of the way. So pretty awesome. Let's try this one too, and click OK here. And as you can see right there, guys, it's pretty awesome. All right, so let's change back to T-pose, and I don't think I have T-pose in here. So go to avatar folder, click on it, and then go to female, underscore V2, and then I'm going to change it back to T-pose. Okay, T-pose is different than avatar. If I somehow make a mistake and then select this avatar, now I'm not only changing just the pose, I also changing the entire avatar, which is not what I want. I want to get back to the same avatar. I can go and then try to change it again, or I just simply delete the avatar right there, and then come over here to my avatar, and then I'm going to select the one that I saved earlier. Sorry, avatar revive, and let's change this so I can read it. So right here, Lara 2, click on it. Alright, now we're going to make the dress pattern. Okay, I'm going to simply move this. So, okay, first of all, guys, this is going to be fun, and we not really care much about accuracy for the measurement, right? Because why I'm saying that, I will show you why. Because I'm going to drape this garment, okay? Drape this pattern. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, let's use this polygon tool, and so right here, simply from here, and then from, let's get it over here, and from here, and I'm going to simply get it over here and right there. Then I'm going to kind of create this curve here a little, and so it's roughly about the knee length here. Then I'm going to press on shift to get this straight line, then come up here and then click here to end. So as you can see right here, the dress shape is quite really like unrealistic, and I'm going to add another fabric here because I don't want to use the same fabric. And let's change this to real side, but I want it a little bit transparent here so we get to see better. And oh, sorry, translucent. So if I go to translucent, now I get to see both images. Alright, so now from here I'm going to kind of drag it down a little, and we are going to kind of alter it along the way when we draft the dress, okay? Alright, so right now that is the front and the back. What I'm going to do, we are going to do a few things. So look at this dress right here. We have the bell right over here, and we're gonna draw that bell on top here, and at the same time we have lace here. By the way, I also have lace fabric, and I listed for sale on Etsy 99 cents, guys. So we are going to worry about bring the lace over here, and then this part here we're gonna chop that dress together. However, there's something I want to do. I'm going to create some sort of princess line here to get this dress fit better. But you don't have to. Let's imagine if you using knit fabric, you don't need to. But again, let me also kind of create more curve here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So as you can see right here, translucent, where I can actually see the avatar beneath the fabric, which is awesome. Alright, so this dress here, pretty much straightforward. However, a little bit tricky here for the neck. We need extra 8.5 centimeter to sew from the back neck and connect it to the shoulder, okay? And we can do that. So first of all, let's create princess line, which is use this tool here, edit sewing tool. I'm going to click right here and then right click. We want to create offset internal line, and I'm going to offset it 8 point 8.5. Then I'm going to click on OK here. So that's one, because we want to create some sort of, once again, we want to create some sort of dot here to give the, so first of all, if you guys literally using knit fabric, and we would apply some elastic right here, like a hand elastic, to kind of grab the edges of the dress together. But in this case, we are going to do a few things here, and I promise it will look pretty. Okay, so I'm going to apply dot here first, or simply apply knit, but hey, let's just prepare. If we don't need dot, we can just remove dot, but right now it is free for us to, I'm going to use a internal polygon outline tool here, and let's see if apply from here to here. So once again, if we don't totally need dot, we don't need dot, we can just remove it. And I'm going to zoom in super close here, because double click on it to finish, and I'm going to turn that to a baseline, because we don't want that to be in the way. It's more like a, and let's lock that as well. Okay, now this line right here, I'm going to create a somewhat like a dot of some sort here, because to give it this perfect fit. Okay, so I'm going to let, if I can split the line, yes I can, so that's about right. I'm going, or I can actually use the point as slash split line. I'm going to simply add from here, and then use this edit pattern tool plus letter Z here, and I can actually add dot from here, if you can see right here. So right now I don't see the dot, so lock notch, that is it. So now we have to create a dot by using internal line, and simply, first of all, let me kind of start from here, and then I'm going to right click, simply click on 9.4, and then click on OK. Then I'm going to kind of click right here to place dot, and I'm going to, let's see if I can make a copy, and then mirror paste. Alright, perfect. So next we are going to add one point here, and that point right there, I'm going to turn that into a dot, and simply add a dot there, and 2 centimeter there is perfect. So what happened, so I'm going to bring it down here. Now this is the dot right there, and once again, if we don't want it, we don't have to have it. Okay, so there's one thing that I forgot here. I'm going to kind of create the bell loop first, so we want to make a copy and then turn it into a back pattern. But let's see the bell loop. So the bell loop is right here, simply maybe 8.5 centimeter right there below the waist. So if I right click on there, I'm in the wrong tool once again, guys. So I'm going to press escape here, and then select the, so add point slash split line tool. I'm going to right click right there, let's say the bell roughly 8.5 or 9, then click on OK there. And then after that, I'm going to use this internal polygon slash line tool, and click this kind of create this curve here, then press return enter on the keyboard. Let's click on that curve tool, So I can also turn that into a flat because we don't need it. Okay, that's perfect. And again, we can actually change it later if we need to. And right now I'm going to offset it. Let's give it 4 centimeter. And right here, as you can see right there, that is we offset at 4 centimeter. Perfect. So that we're going to actually turn that to baseline. Okay, we don't need that right now. And then turn them all to baseline, and we want to lock them as well. Okay, so next, right there, and after that we want to right here cut this part right there because we want to apply lace right here, and that part right there looks like right beneath this belt right there. So we can do that, simply use this once again polygon tool, and right under this belt here we want to select from there and roughly about right here, I think. So let's see, give it right here and press on return and turn the keyboard. So right there, now we're going to cut. Seems like a little bit too long. Let's remove that. Then we want to cut it a little bit shorter. So from there, and then give it maybe right there. Click on twice there. Okay, now we are going to also cut right this area. Once again, I'm going to turn that to the baseline, but let's simply use the transform pattern tool, right click. We want to turn everything to the baseline so then it doesn't kind of in the way. And for some reason you have to click on lock it every time. And I'm going to once again now click from here and then select shift, press on shift and then double click, and we want to cut right there. So what happened, we want to cut this part right here and then apply the lace right here, and then right here we also want to cut it, but we're not right now. So I'm going to switch the tool here. I can actually leave that as that for now, and we have the bell and we have this for the lace. Now I'm going to make a copy and use this for the back of the dress. Okay, so come over here, and once again I'm going to remove link editing because something that I need to do. So remove link editing. We don't need dot right here for this back pattern. So what you need to do here, okay, first of all we want to turn this. Alright, let lock pattern outline, and then we want to marquee select this internal line, and I want to turn that to baseline. Once again, use these locks and unlock to lock them all. I also want to lock this one too, why not? So that it won't mess up. Convert to baseline and then also lock it. Okay, so now I'm going to unlock this pattern outline and we want to remove the dot. Like I mentioned earlier, the dot you can just remove, simply click on that point right there and again press on delete. Now the dot is removed. However, it's kind of messed up here. What we're gonna do here, remove this point and use the curve tool, drag and then grab it in just like that. Okay, so now this is gonna be the back pattern, and we will alter to make the dress look like here. So we can assume that this dress does not have a back, which is backless, and we have a front here. So what we're gonna do, this is for the back, and I'm going to come over here and then alter the front part first. Okay, so we know we want to create dot here, and we also want to create a belt loop, a belt from here, and we also want to cut this part. So first of all, we need to do this thing. We're going to create 8.5 extend for the back next. So I'm going to use this tool here. Okay, polygon tool, guys. we're going to click right here. So it is a little bit confusing when you first doing this kind of pattern drafting, especially in the neck area that connect to, for example, if we look at right here, this is from shoulder drop and then down here, and then we need extra 8.5 from connected to her back. Okay, so we're going to do that. Simply click one right here, and again guys, we're gonna use this as a guideline. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to type in. So 8.5 is like for Missy or woman size, plus size I'm not sure because I'm only doing Missy and woman. So 8.5 is just the most common number that we'll use for this kind of design. I'm going to click on OK, and then we want to click forward here. So simply right clicks again, and then I'm going to select, let's say 5 centimeter, and then click on OK. And then I'm going to come down here, click right there, and then come back. We want to click right there to connect that dot. Okay, so as you can see right here, you probably have an idea. This is going to be sewed back to the top. And once again, I'm going to use the transform pattern tool, kind of move it out a little, and we're going to merge that pattern together. So use edit tool here. We're going to merge right here and press on shift, right click, and I'm going to select merge. Okay, so now as you can see right here, we merge these together, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna create dot, and then also we have to create dot from the back. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to actually punch a hole for the dot here. Okay, and to punch a hole, since we all have these guideline all connect together, I'm going to simply lock all pattern outline once again, and I'm going to turn these to baseline. And again guys, we can actually turn that baseline into internal line back afterward. So we want to, so speak of clothes, it's more like a limitless when we create and we figured out how to chop the pattern into, sorry guys, it's thunder outside, it's scary. So we're going to lock that, and now I'm going to unlock pattern outline here, and I'm going to draw the dot, okay, and then punch a hole. And I do want to simply click kind of lower. Okay. And as you can see right here, it's snapped into point. It's quite convenient for us. And I'm going to use this transform pattern tool, click on it, and then once again I'm going to either, let's select convert to whole right there, and there it is. So all we need to do is sew that together. I can use this segment sewing tool. Okay, now we sew, and we'll do the same here. However, I can also bring it out and then remove, whichever easier. Let's say change the dot, probably easier. And as you can see right here, so when we create the dot earlier, this section here sew automatically. I'm going to remove that sewing because when we create dot, it's actually sew automatically. So now I'm going to here, once again use this internal polygon trace line tool, but this time I will have it up here, and the dot itself, I'm going to come down here, again. We can adjust it later. Once again, this guy is not my traditional pattern drafting method, because this is more like a cosplay, and at the same time it's not only that, but it's more like a draping method. So if you guys follow me before, I normally draft pattern using number rather than simply assuming or guessing what would be. But because this is again more like a draping method, you would kind of put the fabric onto the dress form, and then you start to draw and start to pin. And this is same idea, but we use a mouse to click and cut and pin rather than needles. Okay, all right, so next looks like we are getting closer and closer to the dress, what it looks like. Now I'm going to cut right here. This is what we want to cut, and then we want to cut right here. So the question is, let me use the trace tool here. I'm going to click on there here, and then press on shift, click on here, and click on here. Then I'm going to press on return enter on the keyboard to turn that into the internal line. And now we can start cut it up. So let's see, use the transform pattern tool, click on this line. We want to cut these lines first. Okay, this is we have a problem here. So this line here, I'm going to simply cut this area. However, though this line somehow hook together, so we want this line to hook with this line but not this line. Simply let remove this line first and see if I remove both. No, I did not. So perfect. So I'm going to remove this line, and I'm going to create the line but this straight line first. Simply use that trace tool again, and then click on this line, and then press on return enter on the keyboard. So we want to cut this area first, and then we want to cut here. Okay, so let's use that again, transform pattern tool or edit pattern tool, same thing. Click on it, and then we want to select cut, and I'm going to select cut and sew here. Okay, I can't cut because the line is so far over here. So we want to have the line, let's say, come down here. Hopefully I can cut. If I can't cut, that's too bad. Now we're going to try again. Okay, cut and sew. So fail to cut some pattern outline, add a hole, or oh, okay, intersect. So too bad. Let me find that out. So if we can't cut that, now we have to find other way. So we have to remove the dot first, and then cut, and then create a dot again. So let's use this here. Let's see if this works. Alright, so now I'm going to bring it over here, and at the same time, let's try it, see if I can cut and sew. Okay, now I can cut. So because the hole intersects with the line that I try to cut, it doesn't work. Now we can try to create a dot again. However, though, let's cut this area first. I'm going to use this trace tool once again, click on it, press on return enter on the keyboard, and then this time I'm going to use transform pattern tool, right click, and then I'm going to select cut and sew. Okay, alright, so we actually perfectly cut and sew. And this one we don't need to cut and sew, simply click on it, right click. We just want to cut, because again, we do not need this section here. We only need these to apply the lace fabric to. Okay, we can actually remove this for now, and then I'm going to create the dot again. Once again, let's use, oh my goodness, it's almost 4. Almost 5. Let's see if I can turn that into a dot, and I'm going to click on it and then bring it down a little, and now let convert to whole, see if I can do it. No, I can't do it because I have to bring the point up a little, and instead of bring just a little, I bring the entire thing. I'm going to Command or Control Z here. So what happened, I have to click and then click only this tip right there. Okay, now I can cut. So sorry, convert to whole. So use this once again, transform pattern tool, click on it. Oh, by the way guys, transform pattern tool, it will select the entire internal line. That's why I use it. And I'm going to either cut and sew or convert to whole. Let's convert to whole. Perfect. So now I can convert this to a whole. However, though, I have to also cut this area too, because I only cut from here to here. Okay, but we will cut that later. Alright, so next right here, this is for lace, and that looks pretty good so far for the front. Again, it doesn't look great because we're not really sewing them together. And we have 3 minutes left guys, so we probably finish this dress next week. Okay, I promise next week we will continue where we left off. And thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. So next week we will continue with our Lara Croft dress, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Okay, right now here from Europe it is kind of evening is, and we're gonna go have some dinner. So hope you guys enjoy your evening or morning around the world. So thank you guys for watching.